Talking biscuit boy proud. Static crackles like a rattlesnake's tail. Voices rolling like a freight train wheel. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, talking live love and southern joy. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, raise your glass, make some noise. Gravy drips in the southern drawl. Stories thick like the cypress tall. Radio rebels riding wild and free, shouting truths like a storm at sea. Hey, hey, can you feel that beat? Boots on the floor, fire in the heat. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, talking live love and southern joy. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, raise your glass, make some noise. Tells the dirt roads, whiskey skies that cut through the night like fireflies. Laughter echoes through the pines, two voices cross them county lines.
There you go. Oh yeah, coming right in on you. Mics are on. We're starting our podcast. There we go. All is good. In the land of wolf. The wolf knows. Welcome to the show on a Thursday night. Hello, Barry. Hello, Biscuit Boy. A new and improved Biscuit Boy.
Yeah, I feel naked. I do. I feel naked. But you know, all is well. I went to trim my goatee this morning and gapped it pretty bad.
You gapped it.
So I shaved it off, and then I had a porn stash, and it didn't look right. So just went ahead and took her all the way down.
All the way down.
Yeah. Start again. It grows back pretty quick.
I have done that same thing before.
It's easy to do.
My wife's woman crest is that I never shave my mustache. She don't want the beard, but she likes the mustache.
Right.
And her reasoning on this is that I had a mustache when I met her, and it's like somehow that seals it into some sacred compact that we can never break. And when I've had to do that, it's happened like 3 times over close to 40 years of marriage.
Wow.
She got mad at me like, I don't like it. She was like, I don't like it.
Wow.
I say, I messed it up. I got it. She say, it better grow back out fast, buddy, because you're in trouble. And I said, I posted when
I can see Lynn doing that too. Getting on you about it.
This is the other mystery about things. Lynn, my wife is sweet as gold. Now,
she is.
Everybody knows that. Paul can tell you I don't have to sell it. But however, you don't want to see her fired up because it's so sweet ones when they get mad. Oh my God!
Yeah, it's always them quiet ones you gotta watch out for.
So, I tell them, I always joke with them at church. They tell me, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Lynn's sweet. She never gets mad. It's you. It's your fault. And I'm like,
well,
whatever you want to think, but Lynn can get mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even with her health as went down and she's, leveled out. We're just trying to hope and pray she'll get stronger.
Right.
She still gets her temper up. And now sometimes I don't know what she's mad about. Wait a minute. That's always with women. You don't know.
I wasn't going to say that, but
why are you mad? I don't know what I do. You start going back through the steps of your life.
That's one of the things I say probably most is, what is it now?
What have I done?
Yeah, I mean, seriously, because I'm always doing something.
Hello, Truth Hurts Midnight. I like the name. That's cool. Very nice.
Truth does hurt sometimes.
Truth does hurt.
That's exactly right. And it's funny, the people that it hurts. They need it. That's why it hurts.
Have you ever, I won't say lie, but have you ever withheld information, even though it was truthful because you didn't want to destroy a relationship, you thought they couldn't handle it?
Well, yeah.
Okay. I think most people have. It's like, maybe I better not say that.
And some people will call that lying by omission.
They would.
But I don't all the time. It's just, hey, we can't think of everything. Men are just that way. Women have 10 thoughts going at one time to form one sentence. Men form it on the run. They don't have anything up there waiting. It's just,
how can I get through this fast as I can without being in trouble?
Exactly.
So when the officer pulls you over and asks questions, you're just like, whatever. Yeah, I'm going down the road, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, I've talked my way out of some tickets before, and I've gotten myself into some tickets and handcuffs.
Hey, don't forget the show is brought to you among many things because we have many affiliates, but the show is brought to you by Wolf Nation Coffee. We have revamped the store. All the little bags have the Wolf Nation logo on them. I got one little thing left to do. The coffees are excellent.
Yep. Very good.
Thank you, Mr. Cook, who just ordered two of the 1 pound coffees. And I want to give a shout out. He's a big boy.
He got to drink a lot of coffee.
He's a big boy. He went there the other night, and they're in transit, Cook. You got to email, I'm sure, because the system is real good to email you. And he also made a donation to the podcast. And I want to say thank you for your support.
Definitely.
You're a lifelong friend.
Thank you, Mr. Cook.
And one of these days when I can pin him down, get him back in the studio.
Oh, yeah.
He used to come.
Yeah.
But
that was before my time.
It was before your time. He was, a lot of people don't know, he was the original voice, and you will be seeing him again, I promise.
Yeah.
He was the original voice of Uncle Jeff.
Oh.
He was the original voice.
Sweet.
And he got sick. His mom got sick. He cut him around. So I said, I got to keep doing it. So now it's me. But he is great at puppets. He is absolutely fantastic. He needs to be great.
Cook, you need to come on full time with us, brother.
Oh,
come on.
One of these days we will. Don't forget we're Mammoth Nation as well. Some more support the American business and the Southern Patriots. This is Mammoth Nation. I'm a lifetime member.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I got a deal, man. They run a deal about once a year around Christmas time, coming up on Christmas.
Yeah. And
you can get it half price. And so I became a lifetime member of Mammoth Nation. What that does is when you go through their portal and go into these businesses, you get massive discounts. So if you were paying the $5 a month, the first store you went into with a discount, you would make that $5 back that you paid a month. So I've ordered many things through Wolf Nation as well. And I did order through we have two stores. We have one that's with Shopify and one that's standalone.
Right.
I'm updating logos to that store right now, but Paul, we have a Printful store, and in that I have one item so far. We got to add to it a coffee mug that has the racing logo on it, and I ordered that. So
sweet. While
Cook was ordering 2 bags of coffee, I was ordering a bag and the coffee cup for the studio. So it's got the logo on it. So awesome stuff. Thank you, Miss Elizabeth, for the like. We appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
By the way, folks, again, we do different kinds of shows. Everybody always asks me, "What's your podcast about?" It's
Which
everything.
one?
I mean, it's life. We do everything from sports to music to politics to just goofy.
It's not all the same podcast. They're
No.
podcasts. That's when you ask a question like that, but you got to be specific.
Oh yeah. So Wolf Nation
It's our adventure.
is one of our newest. You can see the logo behind me, the eyes. I love those eyes.
The wolf nose.
The wolf nose. It's all things outdoors. Now that doesn't mean you have to be a hiker, but you could be. Right. It could be that you like to go motocross. It could be that you just like to travel.
You could build the best sandcastle in the world.
You could. It's your adventure.
Yeah.
So we talk about stuff. Last week we were talking about, do you sleep naked in the tent on the trail?
Yeah, don't get me started on that again. That one went off the rails.
I'm going to change that up this week a little bit.
Right.
And got a couple little things I want to pick up on this week, but
when you get grown men talking about sleeping naked in the woods, a lot of things can, do you swim naked? I mean, yes, I have swam naked.
Elizabeth, that is an amazing statement there. Your
twins,
biological twins, neuro rights and human rights in Denmark. Now I want to see and talk to my biological twins, Honor and Asborn. Now, that's amazing names. My mom, she had her dad married again after her mom died, which my mom believes her mom, my grandmother, was murdered. She was an alcoholic.
Oh, really?
Yes, I've never told you this story.
No.
She's buried not far from here. I want to pull as many records as I can get. Something I wanted to do.
We need to investigate that.
My mom always believed that she was killed, but they didn't investigate it because she was an alcoholic. My mom always hated alcohol. Never wanted me to drink any alcohol. But anyway, she has a sister that we knew our whole life and a half brother. I think he was half. But he lived in Florida. He was in the Navy. He's deceased now. Everybody's deceased, all these people I'm talking about.
Right.
But she had some half siblings that came along. And my mom just loved people. She's a lot like Lynn. That's why they got along so well. She wanted to meet them. And she called one of them up one day. She tracked him down. And she just wanted a relationship. And they basically told her to take a hike. They didn't want to talk to her. Broke my mama's heart.
I can only imagine.
Because they thought that she was after money. And she never contacted him again. And that's not always an easy thing.
No, it's not. And it shows you what's in someone's heart, and if they would have wanted to change that, they could have reached back out to her.
Yeah.
But, listen, your mother, in my opinion, better off without them. If those type of people will bring you down quick.
And unfortunately, her brother, his first wife, which was Gold, she passed away. He married again. And when he died, she didn't contact my mom till after he was buried.
Wow.
To let her even know that he died. So my mom was really upset about those things.
Yeah.
As understanding. I mean, I would be too. But I was going to mention.
A lot of people been dirty.
There's a guy that I didn't grow up with him, but I met him through another friend, and he had a lot of health problems, and eventually they got him. But his daddy worked on the I-75 interstate project.
Oh wow!
That's what he did for his career. He was from
big project.
He was from Ukraine.
Okay.
The daddy was,
right,
and the mama was from here. And I don't know that she's still living, but I don't know.
Right.
Anyway, apparently this guy had a lot of kids out there working on the highways.
Wow.
He'd be gone for weeks and months at a time. Working the interstates.
Yeah, I had a kid in each town.
Well, I think it was kind of like that.
Right.
So there was a guy that tracked him down, found out he was his daddy. He was married. He had a family. He was very successful. And when he come down, he just wanted to meet his biological dad.
Yeah.
Well, he wanted him to know, look, I don't want anything from you. The guy didn't have no money.
Just wanted to meet you.
I just want to meet you. So he was paying for everything. Like I would like for us to go out on the boat. I'll rent a boat. I want to take you out to some nice meals.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it. Well, instead of the guy accepting that, he felt like he was coming down here and throwing his money around. So he runs the guy off.
Wow.
Tells him he never wants to see him again. The guy was devastated. I mean, people can be cruel, man.
Yeah, they can. Cruel. And, you know, I know that I have in the past, you know, in my old life, I was always not so kind. And, you know, I've asked forgiveness for that. But, you know, unfortunately, there are still times when, you know, unbeknownst to me, I can hurt someone's feelings. And I don't really like to do that anymore.
Yeah.
But, you know, if I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. Get over it. That's it.
I'm sorry. Get over it.
Yeah.
So I wasn't. This is a different direction I was even thinking about, but we'll come back to the other in a minute. But I was thinking, so not saying you have, but if somebody knocked on your door and said, "Hey, I'm your son or I'm your daughter.
Right.
You've never met me," how would you feel about that?
So what's your mother's name? Number one, you know. How do I know her?
How do I know that you are?
Exactly. I'm not going to say, "Oh, come on in, have some tea and biscuits with us." You know, no. I would not be unkind to that person, but I would want
be cautious.
Some information.
Yeah. So if it was legit after all this time and they were grown and you had grandkids you didn't even know about, I mean, how would you? It'd be odd, but how would you feel about it? I mean, like, would you be okay with it? Would it be something that would disrupt your life right now if that was to happen? I mean, these are all things you have to think about.
It would definitely disrupt my life. Right,
spouses would be, you know, like, "Hey, what's going on?" You know.
Right. Well, you know, this is the thing. If something like that did happen, you have two choices: accept it or not accept it. Now you have to look at which road you're going to go down and pray about that. And the only way that I'm going to, you know, accept something like that is if I have peace from God and all the information that I can get, you know, DNA test and all of that to make sure. I would be ecstatic to know that I had a child somewhere that I didn't know about that I can now meet.
Yeah.
You know, that I would be happy. I don't know.
And it could be that someone, it could be a grandkid. Like a grandkid could say, "My parent has deceased, but I understanding is I've did some genealogy and you're my grandpa. You're my grandfather." That'd be wild.
Well, yeah, it would be. And if, you know, they were in need, I would definitely help them out. Like I said, I say this all the time. We have to be good stewards with what God gives us. And if God gave me another grandchild like that, I would definitely take care of him. You know?
This is amazing stuff right here. Corrupt and evil people in the Danish court and Danish government have led a person who you're naming and his wife and family have full custody over my 5-year-old twins in 2013. The same year, Edward Snowden got asylum in Russia and never was married or lived with him. It is against my human rights Geneva Convention, Nuremberg. Now they only do this because my biological dad, who you named, was a telegraphist for PetFet and was a whistleblower. Wow. You know, but I will tell you, even though that's there are people all over the world, including the United States, that get done dirty by corrupt courts. We know that, right?
Yes. Yeah,
people lose their kids.
Our oldest son was sent to prison because of a judge that was wanting to be reelected.
Hey, Dusty, good to see you in here, man. Looking for. By the way, I'm gonna order. Thank you for the address. I'm going to. I'm going to send the order for some stickers. And Dean, I talked to Dean today, so I'm ordering up that he gets one. He wants. He wants at least one anyway. So he said, "Don't forget me." So, Dean will put it in his vault. He loves stickers and stuff like that for racing. So
he's got some amazing stuff too. I love seeing what he brings in.
Dean's vault. You know, he's working. He's working. I think he works today. Yeah, I think he's working. Yeah, because he'll be on live with me Saturday. So it's his second day to work. He'll be off starting tonight.
Right.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Elizabeth said they did the Hanover syndrome on us in 2017 without consent. That's become a big thing
I don't know what that is.
That is where they use the. Is that like a laser or something where they mess with people? They could even kill them, or they cause them to.
Lasers will kill you.
Well, it's a system. I think the Chinese and Russians have it. They believe our U.S. service people have been hit with it. It does mass damage to people.
Well, I know.
I don't know a lot about. I think that's what that is. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
They are working with sound waves. Because different frequencies, we operate on frequencies. Our brain, the way our heart beats, it's all in a frequency. And there's no doubt in my mind that they could kill somebody.
Barry says some things are pointing out the obvious. You give them the benefit of the doubt to know they're aware of the situation. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a guy that goes, she calls it targeted justice. I from afar. I mean, this is from afar.
Right.
I'm a person that tries to give the benefit of the doubt, but I do question things. And so, I try to be, I wouldn't say a skeptic, but I use the term trust but verify.
See, one of my big problems is I trust everybody. I do. I trust everybody that I meet. That I trust them until they give me a reason not to, and then it's over.
Dum.
That you have to build that trust back, and you're not going to build that trust back unless you're really a true friend. So, see ya. That's why I don't have a lot in my circle. I'm the wolf pack.
The wolf pack.
Yeah, that's it. I got my pack.
But wolves are necessary for the ecosystem. They balance things out.
Are.
I love that video, and I was reading about that again yesterday. It came up when I was doing study for the show,
right?
About the Yellowstone experiment, which was highly successful in restoring the eco balance in Yellowstone.
It's amazing how many different species of not just animal, insect, but flora and fauna both.
Yes, it even made the rivers healthier.
Yeah,
the waterways.
Yeah, it's really. The story's amazing. Everybody ought to get a link to it. I'll see if I can find it.
I want you to send it to me again because I want to show it. I may record it off and show it that way. Sometimes some things are a little funny, but I can record them pretty well.
Right. And
Rumble wouldn't be a problem, but some of the other ones might give me.
No, we'll just have to see what happens. But if you're watching, you obviously check it out yourself.
And we'll post the link as well.
Right, Yellowstone Wolf Experience.
Jerry Barrett. Good evening, young man.
Good evening.
How are you? She said, Richard Lodhouse. And then Jerry says, good evening. Hope you're still feeling well, my friend.
Most definitely.
By the way,
who is Jerry Whitehouse?
Huh?
Jerry Whitehouse. What? I don't know.
Richard Lodhouse. I think that someone is involved in the situation she's talking about.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Jerry. I got your name flipped over there.
By the way, pray for the Grisham family. As a guy I worked with, he had some problems in his life and had been away getting help for those problems. They just got back, and he passed away yesterday. Worked with him a long time at the facility. I don't know any information other than I know he had went through a hard time.
Right.
He has young children, and they call it the pulmonary embolism. Is what it'll take you out like that. Man, you're done.
Air hits your
heart. He was 53 years old. That's happened last night. I just found out today.
I want to know how he got air in his vein. I mean, that's something that needs to be looked into.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know.
Well,
so pray for them.
If I'm right, I mean, I've been wrong before, but that's something that needs to be looked into.
But yeah, it's horrible, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
I mean, when I was a kid, I thought 53 was crazy,
right?
But like old.
Oh,
but now I look and I say,
here we are.
53 is great. So,
yep.
Okay, man, I appreciate it.
That's a cool picture.
Yeah, I'm still pulling it up, but thank you, Dusty, for the picture. I've got to have those ready for tomorrow or Saturday. You got to get the show ready tomorrow.
Right.
Dusty will be on with us Saturday.
Sweet.
You said 11. I'm good with either 10 or 11. So just making sure that we're on the right frequency.
Either or. Is it Central, Eastern, Mountain?
What's that?
Time zone. Gotta make sure you got the time zone.
We're on the same time zone. We talked about that last night.
Sweet.
But thank you for doing that.
Y'all excuse me for just a moment.
Jerry says the little boy I sent you a prayer request about is well enough that they took him off life support. Praise God.
Oh, yes. Hallelujah.
His mom said he is doing good this evening. Great, man. Me and my wife were definitely praying. And again, she gave you the big sword on both shoulders for that sermon. She really enjoyed it. So good job. My wife has not been able to attend church lately, but she was watching that. We didn't have services because of the weather. And I definitely, we watched you. And the only thing I wished is we'd have had like 3 or 4 good old gospel songs to kind of start with. But I like it. I like it. I'm just playing, you know. I don't know. Jerry says I ain't a singer. Jerry, you could have sung "There Is Power in the Blood." That would have been cool.
I will tell you what. Every time a mosquito gets a hold of me, that's what I want them to fly away singing. Power in the blood.
You got that right. So I was at a drive-through earlier. And I saw the lady, she had a new drive-out tag. I don't know if the car was brand new or new to her, but It came from a new car lot. So I'm not sure because they do used and new. It's a nice car, a little Honda or something.
Right.
And she pulls up too close to the curb. She's got her back wheel like jammed right there, which means you're going to go over the thing.
Right.
So I'm sitting here going, man, she just got her car.
She's messing the rims up already.
Yeah, and I was debating whether I should get out and approach her because I was afraid I might scare her.
Yeah.
So I just sat there and I'm waiting. I didn't know that her daughter or somebody was in the back seat. She must have felt it. And she rolls down the window and says something. And so she was able to turn her wheels right and get around it. But have you ever, what is it about?
Well, she's not used to that car, number one.
Okay.
I mean, seriously, you think
I know guys do it too, but what is it about women
goodness.
that they will hit the curbs?
I don't know.
I'm talking about usually the tire. My wife forever got scuff marks on the tires from she would cut the corner too sharp. I mean, it's like they just cut it too sharp. I'm gonna get in trouble for that statement, but
it happens. I'll be honest with you. I've got a Jeep.
Okay.
And it's got some pretty big tires on it.
Well, you just drove over it.
Yeah, pretty much.
But she was in a Honda.
The same way. So
she was in a lowrider.
Yeah. I've never understood those things. When you can barely get over a speed hump without bottoming out, what good is it? I mean, seriously, come on, man. Driving down the road, hit a pothole, and your whole front end falls off. I don't understand the attraction. It's just me.
They get them trapped on those speed humps sometimes, and they have to rock them off of them.
Yeah.
I mean, like
they have to go across them side, at an angle, to get over them.
I could never get out of one nowadays. If I got down into one, you'd have to pull me out. I mean, I'm long-legged, man. I can't do that.
Yeah, and they've got trucks the same way.
Oh, I know.
And I don't understand that.
We used to work with a guy, and he set his truck down kind of low.
Right.
And we would always get to the parking lot first at work before he did. And everybody started throwing their empty soda cans and stuff
in the back of his truck.
He would get so mad about that. Like he would show up and he'd be like talking and not paying attention. Yeah. He didn't see us do it. He'd look over and go, "Who's putting trash in the back of my truck?" That wasn't here this morning. Everybody's like, "I don't know, man. Maybe people are walking by and toss their trash." We did this forever.
I thought it was a trash can or something.
So, and if he happens to watch, love you, man. But he got stuck on one of those speed bumps with his low riding truck.
Oh wow! Pulling into Shaw, they got a pretty big hump.
A bunch of Asians,
right,
act like they were going to help him, and they walked that way, and they stopped and went, "Ah!" and turned around and walked off, dude.
That's awesome. That is awesome. The whole herd did the same thing. Wow. That is hilarious.
Jerry says, before I lost all my weight, any vehicle got to become a lowrider.
Yeah. That happens when big boys get in. They can
go down
ride
the
sideways,
road,
yeah.
You see a car kind of like that.
Right.
And you got one really big person. You have a little small micro person.
Sitting up there trying to drive.
Would that be that could be a micro person. Instead of little people, just say micro person.
You want to hear something funny?
Always.
Several years back, I was in between jobs. I had left one job because of, anyway. So I went to this job interview, and I go in, and my name's called, and I go back, and the guy that I'm interviewing with is a micro, like you said.
Micro person.
He's a small person.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, and we're talking back and forth, and he said, "So, if you get this job, how would you go about, your day to day or something?" I can't remember the question exactly. And I said, I do things strictly, by the book, by the manual. I triage things and take care of them in that order. And he said something. He said, "You don't have a problem with me, being your manager or whatever." And I said, "Well, you're not one of those micromanagers, are you?" And I didn't mean it like he was. I just meant constantly. And when it hit me, I looked at him, and his eye, he was just sitting there staring at me. And I said, "Have a good day, bud." I got him walked out. I knew I didn't have the job.
Dude, that's one of the coolest things I've ever heard.
But it was a slip. It was a Freudian slip. I did not, well, I don't know about a Freudian slip, but anyway, I did not mean to insult him. I honestly didn't mean to insult him.
It reminds me of that scene in Elf where he comes in, he's like, "Oh, you've got a elf working here."
Yeah. Not an elf.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Dusty, doing well. Hope you're doing well.
Yep.
Hope it's warming up in Ohio, Lancaster.
It's warmed up down here. It's almost like a heat wave.
Barry says, "My nephew had a red Duster with a shifter on the steering wheel, but it had wooden blocks under the frame, and one of the blocks fell out, or he was up in the air, and I was sitting near the ground driving down the road."
Oh my goodness. Oh, bottom fell out.
Hey, there's a guy that we know. You remember Lauren Good?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember Lauren.
He was riding with a guy to work, and it was really cold. It was one of those trucks that took a while to get the heat going, or maybe the heat was out. And he had on like a full, like a coverall, and he's got like a big jacket on.
Forward.
He's got his arms all slid up in the sleeves. You know how you'll do that?
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there riding down the road like this, and dude goes around the corner. Well, his door wasn't shut good.
Oh Lord, and Lord can't get his arms out.
Yeah, the door up. He falls out, dude.
Wow.
And he's got his feet up under the dash.
Wow, I can see Lauren doing that too.
Talk micro.
Yeah.
Kind of a micro.
Yeah, he's a little short.
And he's somehow he's able to pull himself back up. You're like,
I think he had the abs to do it.
Yeah. I think it's good that he was a micro.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? Like the door just go open.
I've had fallen out of a vehicle before.
Short people got no reason. Short people got no reason to live. They got little cars that go beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
They got little voices going peep, peep, peep. They got grubby little fingers and dirty little feet.
I forget what that. Who did that song? Gary? No, it wasn't.
I can't remember.
Ralph? No. Newman. I think his name was Newman.
Randy Newman?
Randy Newman. I think that's who did that song. Short people.
Thank you, Jason, for the like on Facebook. Thank you so very. I guess that's Facebook. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
We were watching a video earlier, not because we wanted to. It was on Instagram. Some dude's cooking burgers
with his foot,
with his feet, like he's picking up the bun with his foot and
with his
down.
toes, literally just and flipping it over there. And
I don't like feet, dude. I'm not eating that burger. I don't care how clean these feet are. I'm not doing it. That's sick. Yeah, he said Randy Newman.
Yeah. No, I'm not doing that. No, no fungus for me. Want no toe jam on my hamburger? I don't want none of that.
Here's a good question.
All right.
Because I know people are a little fanatical.
No.
About certain things.
No.
You said I'm a clean freak.
Not really a clean freak. I am, and I'm a little OCD at times.
A little OCD. So if you were on the trail,
yep,
or you were out camping, you were going to the trail, or you just camping at a campground,
okay,
and somebody says, "I'll cook us breakfast." You said, "All right," and you looked over, and their fingernails was black underneath the fingernail. Are you eating it?
Are they touching the food?
Well, yeah, they're cooking.
And where are we at?
Camping.
No, I ain't gonna bother me none. I eat dirt all the time anyway. Yeah, you know. I'm serious. I've dropped a whole sandwich on the ground and picked it up and knocked the dirt off of it and just ate it. I guess that's why my immune system is in such good shape.
I know people that go to church dinners.
Yeah.
And if they find a dirty fingernail, they will note what people bring and they won't eat from that dish. So
see, to
a
me,
mechanic's going to have some dirty fingernails.
Exactly. A printer, somebody that works in printing, they're always going to have dirty fingernails. It doesn't mean that they're dirty.
In India, they cook curry with their nasty feet.
Now,
just look up Indian
I have been to a grape stomping before.
You've had what?
I've been to a grape stomping.
Well,
you get in, stomp the grapes, make wine.
That's kind of a traditional thing.
Yeah.
You have to be honest when it comes to fast food. You don't know what's happened to your food before it gets to you. Well, that's true.
There was an ICE officer that asked if all fast food tastes like spit. Think about it. If they know it's an ICE officer, they're going.
Yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't have went there. But yeah. Tastes like spit. People are mean, man. They are.
People are mean.
I know some people that have done some really nasty things to people's food.
That's a rather disgusting thought.
It is. It is. That's why I usually check. I look at the cook when I go in somewhere, or the chef, whatever. But I try my best not to say anything to make them mad.
Hello, Bess. I haven't seen you in a while. I saw you on the other night, and I had the screen covered up. Way back when she helped us with some characters. Hey, by the way, Bess, I need that done for me and Biscuit Boy and Dean. We need the little cartoon, the characters, the little thing you do. Send me.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Send me an email.
Yeah,
we'll give you a little money.
Thank you.
We'll slide a little money away.
Yeah,
hardworking person does some stuff for us. Been a long bit.
Definitely.
But I gotta
have some more coffee.
I need me and Biscuit Boy in one together, and then all three of us together, and me and Dean, and probably like three different ones. So you did a good job of that. Except make sure I'm wearing a hat. I don't show my forehead. So
yeah, man, I want a hat as well. I've got a 5 head.
Oh. My brother caught a guy peeing on a box of hamburger patties in the freezer when he worked at Hardee's. Oh my gosh!
Did he whip his butt?
That dude would have been on the ground, man.
Yeah. I would have made him eat. I would have made him eat one.
I read today that social circle at town near me is getting an ICE detention facility soon. Interesting, there, Jerry.
Say that again.
A little town named Social Circle.
Social Circle.
It's near Oxford. Is getting an ICE detention facility soon.
Oxford, Tennessee, or Mississippi?
Georgia.
I guess there's an Oxford everywhere, isn't there?
It's a common. I mean, it's an old name.
Right. Right. Well.
Yeah, that is a yuck.
Listen, I want to tell you what I have. Do you have any problems with ICE officers, Dave?
No.
I don't have problems with ICE officers at all. They're doing a job. I believe the people of the United States gave the president a mandate of what we wanted done, and he is doing that.
Yeah, baby.
So, like him, love him, get over it, whatever. But I'm just about sick and tired of this Trump derangement crap. I mean, I'm serious. If they stop, would you drive? Let me ask you this: you're running late for work, and there's a bunch of purple-haired, whatever rainbow people all the way across the road won't let you go to work. What would you do?
1 second. Barry says they're talking about building an ICE facility in Hall County near Oakwood, using it as a warehouse, and also one. He mentioned Social Circle. So
good. They need things like that.
Oxford, Georgia is the birthplace of Emory.
Okay.
Awesome. So
Emory's a good college.
So if they had let me answer that two different ways.
Okay.
One is, I would be ticked off and I would make my way through that group of people. The second would be,
what if they busted out your windows? And
well, if they were doing that, it's on. It's on. But
Okay.
if they were just doing a solid thing and I'm trapped, maybe I didn't really feel like working that day. I might
You got a
just
good point there.
I might just check the social media and say, hey, I'm gonna be late.
Yep, I'm stuck.
Stuck
Behind a rainbow, man.
Yeah, a lot of people are mad that he's removed ICE agents in Minnesota. Listen, man, it's all about the midterms. They need things to clamp down just a little bit, tap down, because it's starting to affect the numbers, and everything drives those polls.
You know what I would do?
And who they think is in the lead. I'll tell you, that's what it is.
You know what I would do?
What?
I would quarantine that entire area, cut off all federal funding, let them fend for themselves. Do what you want to do.
I think
take off.
One thing I will say is that
sanctuary, everybody over there.
I think they can get these people without making the show that they do sometimes.
Well, I agree with that.
For instance, if you knew some people were illegal and you wanted them, they're living in the life of freebies, a lot of freebies.
Mm-hmm.
You just send them an official looking document that says you have won a free TV or a free this or a free that or a $500.
Come to this facility.
That
would be great for what they're doing that he was talking about.
And we're going to take your picture, which is not a lie.
Yep.
And you'll get a family photo, blah, blah, blah. And they would probably get 70 to 80% of them that way. Some of them would say, no, I ain't doing it. It's a trick. Others will say, I'm going.
Yep. Well, you don't have to worry about them telling
they
anybody.
walk right in. They just walk right in.
Yep.
So that's what I would do.
I think there are a lot of things that Trump could do. And one thing that Trump could do is say, listen, I'm going to make a deal with everybody here that's illegal. If you vote Republican in the next election, you have automatic citizenship.
I've heard that one too. Actually, I think that's illegal.
Though. It is illegal.
So you can't get something for.
But it's basically what the Democrats are doing. That's why they want them here. You know.
I think the White House would show the amount of money they save by deporting the immigrants and getting rid of all the theft and fraud. It would help. It only help in the undecided middle libertarians, very very center Democrats, and maybe some Republicans who haven't decided. Far left will never. There's nothing you can do to convince them. But you do need to affect that because the undecided voter is huge, and so maybe you might. But the optics that the media is throwing about all the deaths and everything, that's what's killing them right now.
And
yeah, I agree.
And it's suicide is what it is. I mean, it's suicide by ICE officer. That's exactly what they're doing. They're finding these stupid people that have been brainwashed to go do this crap and pay them money, throw money at them here, with it. And then, something like that happens. And I'm telling you, it's suicide by ICE officer.
What's different about it, Watchman, this, is that selling of the citizenship doesn't involve a direct to a vote. It is if you offer something for a vote, then you get in trouble. There was a guy down here in Chickamauga. He owned a trailer park.
Yeah.
And he was running for office. So he owns the trailer park. It wasn't a huge trailer park, but he told them if they would vote for him, they would get half rent the next month.
Get the rent cut in half, huh?
You can't do that.
No.
He got arrested.
Yeah.
And eventually that trailer park was bought
campaign fraud or
yeah,
some kind of
it's fraud. You can't do it.
Yeah.
I know Democrats commit fraud all the time. I know that. And some Republicans, let's be honest.
Oh, Lord.
Some Republicans are very bad about fraud, too.
I'm not, listen, I am a who's the best person. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not an.
After all, we're almost stolen land. Well, I want them out of here. But
what did he say? What Barry say?
We're almost
we're all on stolen land. That's what somebody said at the Grammys the other night. And come to find out their house is built on some sort of a sacred Indian burial ground or worship ground, something like that. People need to shut the you know what up. And
yeah, broski, he shaved it all off.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's gone, broski. I feel naked, brother.
I love it.
Dave says I look younger. I don't know about all that.
I just try to make you feel good.
Well, I appreciate it. I do. I really appreciate it.
It was Billy Idol this year. They need to take her home.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: the halftime Super Bowl thing. Are you going to watch the Charlie Kirk's wife, whatever that is? You going to watch her little Super Bowl thing?
I would watch that before I'd watch the Super Bowl one. Whether I do or not, I don't know, but I might. There's a couple of folks I wouldn't mind seeing in that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not going to watch Bad Bunny.
No, there's
Trust
no
me,
way.
That's.
I never watch any. The last halftime show that I watched was Paul McCartney. That's the last one.
Yeah,
if that tells you anything.
Now.
Maybe if it could come out on her fenced-in property, she'd like that. Camp out on her fenced-in property.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barry.
Yeah. So let me ask you guys a question talking about stolen land. Do you think that we have treated the Native Americans with the respect and dignity that they need by giving them what we have given them, or should we give them more? What do you think?
Well,
that's out to everybody. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I would just say for me, one thing you can't do is ever go back and correct history.
No, you can't. We did them wrong.
You can never make land right again. It's as bad as that is. Land conquered is land conquered.
That's it.
And it's history.
And we
but they have gotten a lot of benefit out of it because of things that they have access to nowadays.
Right.
Which is to have a casino or to get cuts on taxes or whatever it is. Yeah. There are rules they have on Indian Nation land that we don't fall under that they do. And so I'm not saying it makes up for it.
You can't go on tribal ground.
Let me just say this. You can't live on guilt the rest of your forever.
No.
At some point, you have to close the page, turn the page, as Bob Seger said. You can't keep living like that.
No.
So it's the same with reparations. I doubt there'll ever be a reparations. But if you end up doing something, this is it. This no more. Because you just can't live like that. You can't continue because they just keep holding it over your head.
Yeah.
None of the people that are alive today
had anything to do with it.
Well, we're all byproducts afterwards.
Yeah. And
so I'm all about take advantage of the opportunity you have today and make the best of your life that you can be. Quit begging or quit crying and whining for whatever. We all got a story.
Let me ask you a question.
We were poor white people. I mean, my dad worked hard, but he got laid off a lot. And in the South, jobs were bad.
No color.
There's a lot of things that happen.
You're either rich or poor. Which one are you?
I've been on food stamps before as a kid.
I have too.
I went as a teenager. I helped my mom. I'd go to the store and spend the food stamp. These are the kinds you had to tear out,
S&P.
And then you had to make the little receipts for the change. You had to spend that somehow.
Wasn't it S&P or S&M or not S? It was something. The stamps, food. The stamp. They were green stamps. S&P green stamps. Yeah.
It's not S.
Well, hey.
I'm sorry. I'll be paid with S&M.
S&M, yeah. Some of them S&M stamps.
my gosh. I'll be done for the show now. Broski says,
me too, Broski.
I'm boycotting the Super Bowl and both halftime shows. I might be done the NFL again. Might just really try to focus on Bears only. I understand, man. I understand.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Patriot Mobile. Use the promo code Cornbread. Get yourself a new phone service.
That's right.
With an American company.
It's good
faith-based, First and Second Amendment, and your first month free as far as the bill.
Patriot Mobile.
Don't respect people who don't respect themselves. Let's stop acting like they were some great people. Croy borders matter, but yes, borders. No, like I said, we have to move on.
Yes. There's a reason why the windshield's bigger than the rear view mirror.
Yeah, they say the land belongs to nobody, and this rock will be here 1,000 years longer than you. And all of a sudden, it's their land. Which tribe they fought for? Yeah, we don't know that. That's the problem. You can't go back and make this stuff right.
Well, listen. All over the world since time began, there have been people going in and conquering other lands, and what do? They take the land away from them. Now,
some would disagree with that statement, but I understand what you're saying.
Hey, the Israelites went in. God told them, kill every living thing. Don't leave anything alive. I mean, that's the way.
But again, how do you make past injustices right? You can't fix dead.
No, you can't.
You can't fix dead.
So who's calling it injustice? How do you know it's injustice?
And we don't know the totality of a story. Sometimes the stories are not. It's whose history do you believe?
It's what perspective you're looking at it from.
And I can tell you right now, we don't even know what the president is. Everybody's got an opinion about what the president is. And we can't sit down and talk about it.
Yeah, and people get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, who is having injustice committed against them right now? If you don't get consensus, you got people this camp, no camp. Some say we got to do something about it. Others say we got to leave it alone. We got to get involved. We got to send weapons. We got to, it's. I mean, there's a whole lot of different.
Do you remember a fellow named Rodney King?
Oh yeah, I remember watching.
I think Rodney King said it best. Can't we all just get along?
And that's impossible.
Well, if we live by the word of God, it's not impossible because you put others before yourself. And
Broski says, other than Cherokee and Western North Carolina, they all sit around, drink, do drugs, and collect welfare is the answer to give them more free handouts. And no, you can't keep doing that. You have to get people to work and sustain themselves. The idea
they're supposed to govern themselves. That's the way the tribal system is set up. If the tribal leaders let that stuff happen, that's on them, not us.
And
we don't owe them anything.
It's amazing how many white people I know that are trying to find out if they got any Indian heritage so they can get a monthly check.
Well, it's because they're lazy. I mean, listen, I know for a fact I could get a check like that because my grandfather was half Cherokee. Okay, that would make me what, an eighth? And you got to have what percentage of Cherokee blood in you?
I don't remember that number. I've looked it up before.
I don't remember it either.
Actually,
I think it's I don't know. Maybe 8% is not enough. I don't know.
Yeah, lots of Cherokee trust fund babies. Kaylee, my granddaughter, she might qualify. But I'm not sure. It's great grandfather or great.
I said wrong. It was my great grandfather because my great grandfather was a full blooded Cherokee Indian named Doc. I know that he was a medicine man, and he became an alcoholic.
I thought he had to be a 16th.
I don't know.
So
if you break it down,
so I think
if I'm an 8th, yes, definitely a 16th, I could get a check.
So I don't know, but if you can prove that, and I've seen the picture of the full dress and regalia. It's on Kaylee's mother's side, I think. Mother's side.
Well, there's a reason why I like
side. Well, it is her mama's side, but it's through that side. I've seen that picture. I think she would qualify for that, or it'd be close.
There's a reason why I like wolves and Native American flute music, and I dance like a Native American, I think, because I can't dance at all, but they just jump around a lot of times.
Cherokee is a nation state. Broski says, I'm serious about that. They get a pretty nice checks from the casinos. True. Lots of kids have $1 million trust funds or trust waiting on them when they turn 18. They keep that land well manicured to make money from the casino.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have weed dispensaries. They get a cut of that too. I have heard of that as well, I believe. You can do a DNA test and prove it, but I wouldn't trust the DNA companies with my data. So
I'm happy where I'm at. I don't need all that.
I just, I don't have any direct. It's in my family history. It absolutely is. It's
Right.
It's Apache. I've seen the picture of her as well in a genealogy room,
Right.
but she's not in my direct line. She would be my several great grandfather's brothers. He married an Apache. I've seen the picture.
I've seen I saw it
in Oklahoma.
I've seen a picture of my great grandfather as well. It's the only picture that my grandfather had of him.
Yeah, they were sitting in front of a little cabin, had the little wagon sitting there. That's actually, I think, in the Lafayette library.
Oh wow!
There's a genealogy room, and I saw that picture there.
Cool.
So I was like, there she is. I always thought that story was bunk, to be honest with you. I never believed it because I by far do not. I don't look anything like an Indian or anything like that. So yeah.
Do you think something like that could happen today?
Like what?
Like what happened to the Cherokee Indians, the Trail of Tears? Do you think something like that could happen today?
Oh, I guarantee it will happen. If something that doesn't change, if the leftists get if they get in control again, they are going to full on push for camps for certain segments of the conservative party.
Let me ask you,
the MAGA people, they will say we can't live among us. They're the problem. They already called for it.
Okay,
they were already calling for it.
Let me ask you a question. Do you honestly think that if something like that were to happen, that automatically the South would secede? The South would secede. As far as all the rednecks, all the hunters, everybody that loves outdoors, I guarantee you I say it a lot, there's the largest army in the world, just armed people right here in the South.
Well,
that have been waiting for something like that.
I agree, but here's the problem you have that. First of all, you're going to have to break the law to do it. It's not legal to secede anymore.
Well, guess what?
So I get that. But the problem is we have huge segments of areas in the states that would do that are going to fight against that. Because Georgia's a divided state.
Yeah, it is. So let me
so say, Atlanta area has a lot of rednecks, has a lot of other people too.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Doesn't it say that the blood of patriots needs to be spilled when the government, or doesn't I don't know. I'm not a historian, so I don't know this verbatim, but it was something about the blood of patriots being spilled as part of our Second Amendment right. Things like that. That's the reason why we have the Second Amendment, right? Am I wrong?
No. Broski says apparently you've never been to Pennsylvania. There are more hunters than any two southern states combined. Not saying there isn't. So
I've been to Pennsylvania.
They would be coming from all over Michigan, but as a whole, as a state's what I'm saying. Would the whole state be willing to do that? The politicians live in the cities, which are liberal, and I don't see I think it would be people carving out land for themselves and then fighting against their own government, because that's what would happen.
Well,
they would turn on them.
Well, don't you think the government would split? The military would split? Something would have to give.
They would be that. There's no doubt. Barry says he's a deplorable. I'm a clinger and a deplorable. Absolutely. FEMA Region 4 representing. All you can say is come and get me.
Well, I want to tell you what, where I live, they're going to play hell coming in there.
I get it.
I've got a brigadier general that lives next to me.
Hello, John Key. Thanks for coming in the studio. We appreciate you on Podbean. Thanks and welcome to the Wolf Nation show. We're almost at the end of it because we got a Cornbread Nation show to do.
We do.
Fan mail, jacklegs, breadheads. The destination of the week. We got to get all that done.
A lot of jacklegs.
A lot of jacklegs.
There's a lot of good people.
I can see Barry down there with these 9 cats. Cigar sticking out his mouth. Yeah, just come on down here and try to get me. I'll sick my cats on you.
There you go.
The Tree of Liberty. must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. Thomas
Thank you, Watchman.
Jefferson.
Thank you, Watchman.
Who they call a traitor now and an evil person and all that.
Well, they call all of the founding fathers that. That's the reason why they don't like the Constitution. They want to change it. They want to do all this stuff.
They believe
they need to get the blankety blank out and go form their own country.
They believe, they being socialists, believe that the Constitution is a living document that should change with the times. And Obama is one of those that believes that wholeheartedly. My cats are Florida Panthers. I like it. We are in a divided time. Violence is picking up. Nobody wants things to go to a bad place, but we just don't know what's going to happen. Here's what I fear. They know, by the way, the ones that feed this, they know this. So what they want to do is turn us against each other. And that's what they're doing. So the way you get really everybody, because most people don't care. They see the stuff in Minnesota, it's like, whatever, that's Minnesota. Here's how you get everybody involved. Here's how you get everybody ticked off, pissed off, ready to do whatever they got to do. And it's really simple. And what has been going on the last 2 or 3 years? Food. When you start limiting the amount of food, when you start limiting the places that can make it because of fires. How many fires we've had at processing plants and slaughterhouses and grain places and all this stuff across the United States. And there are problems with our food supplies already. And you start getting some hungry people desperate. They'll do about anything to eat. That's all you got to do. Yes, they were radicals. And yes, many were, or most Freemasons, yes.
There would be a traffic jam on the way to Washington, I can tell you.
If people are hungry, they're going to fight for food. And that's what I fear is going to happen,
Or thirsty. I mean, they control our water supply.
Or
if they want to attack us, they're going to attack us through the water supply. That's the reason why I have other ways of getting water.
Or the power grid goes down for weeks at a time.
Well, see, people need to learn how to live off the land. And how to plant things, but anyway, yeah.
I agree. They're not going to rest themselves. I agree.
This is, and I'm being totally honest here. I believe Jesus Christ is coming back.
Amen.
And I'm going to be alive when Christ returns. So I am going to fight. I'll have to do whatever I have to do to stay alive. All right.
Right.
Until the return of my Christ, as long as it's ethically and morally acceptable for me to do so. Now, the Bible does not say thou shalt not kill. It says thou shalt not murder.
Yeah.
I'm not going to murder anybody, but I guarantee you I can kill some people. That's because if I have to, and that is not murder.
You defending your family, defending your property. Right.
Well, I'm defending my property. Listen, it's my family that I'm concerned about.
Yeah. Well, by defending your property, you're defending your family.
That's right. I mean, that's my castle. That is my land.
The castle doctrine.
Right.
Which people hate that. They really do. There's anti-gun people. They hate that castle doctrine.
They do.
And they actually want nobody. This whole argument that nobody should have guns but the police. Are you kidding me?
That's BS.
As many
how's that worked out for all the places it's done?
Well, the same people that say that don't like the cops.
Yeah.
I mean, that's stupidity.
We have, unfortunately, by allowing our school systems, that's where a lot of this malarkey starts, is in our school system. And it's coming up because our universities have been pumping out liberals for how many years now?
Oh, a long time. A long time.
At least some of the professors in there are mentally ill. They should not be teaching our children anything. Not even 1+1. If you're in kindergarten. But there are things that are being done in our school system today that should not happen. Well, one of them, sex education. The way they're doing that, kids are supposed to find things out for themselves. They don't need to be shown pornography.
Sometimes I hear things that really trouble me. Like, I feel like sometimes I'm at the tennis match and I'm looking this way and this way, and I'm watching the ball go back and forth. And occasionally, and here lately, more than occasionally, the president has said something that really makes me cringe. And he said something the other day about nationalizing the elections in certain states.
Right.
Oh, man.
Is he trying to keep fraud or start it?
Let's just walk that ball just for a second. We're going to have to get off here and go to Cornbread Nation. So we flipping everything coming back up.
Right.
Everything that people brag about that the president has done, there's a yin and a yang. If the Republicans do not hold on to the White House and both sides of the Congress, and the liberals take it all back, they've now been handed as a gift all this stuff that the president says, hey, we're going to do this and we're just going to make it right. And what do you think is going to happen when the others come back?
Oh, they'll weaponize it however they can.
Check. Yep. So be careful what you wish for sometimes.
Oh, I agree.
Even though we feel it in our gut, like, I wish we could just do this. I'd just like to go in there and stop this. That works if you have right-minded people that think the right way
for
the better of the country. But if you have a bunch of radicals, socialists, communists, atheists, demon worshiping, blah, 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 blah in charge, then you're actually going to you're not thinking this thing through, you know.
Remember, for every action there is an equal opposite reaction. Okay. So that's something that these people need to understand. They don't want to poke the bear too many times.
No. Well,
you know, they're going into boxing rings learning how to fight. I'm serious. They're taking these people in and they're holding and they're doing this. Dude, I'm 60 years old and I can still put my foot in your face.
Oh, that was a song I sung. I would sing, it's an abomination living in the abomination. Yeah.
Yeah, no joke.
Broski, there are some people who think the government should be in charge. Yeah, I said that one. MTG really needs to keep her bulldog mouth shut. Did you have to say bulldog? Just say whatever. But bulldog, come on.
Yeah, come on, man.
She's being divisive, very divisive. She's saying stupid things.
She has.
Yeah.
We all have.
She has. We have. Vote for Jenna.
Yes, Jenna. I want to tell you what, Jenna Turnip Seed, she's something else.
Vote for Jenna. There's Jenna.
You talk about a good, honest person you want in Washington. Right there's one. Right there.
She didn't dodge one. Oh, I get you. She didn't dodge one question.
No.
She said, if I don't know, I'm gonna go research it, and she did. Support her fully. So I hate to break off. We're gonna have to shut down. We're gonna come back with Cornbread Nation.
Yep.
Because we got to get the fan mail and all that.
That's it.
There's a number of fan mails this week, and we'll be right back, folks. We'll go out with some music. Give us about 15 minutes to flip it around to Cornbread Nation, and me and the Biscuit Boy, Cornbread Man and Biscuit Boy will be right back.
We'll see y'all in a
few. As long as they don't come knocking on the door trying to grab our guns.
There you go.
Or the show might start up with gunfire.
That's a very good possibility.
Or something like that.
I've got a bag over here.
We'll see you in a few minutes.
Peace out.
There we go.
Out on the airwaves, mud soaked and loud. Cornbread man talking, Biscuit Boy proud. Static crackles like a rattlesnake's tail. Voices rolling like a freight train wheel. Cornbread man, Biscuit Boy, talking live love and southern joy. Cornbread man, Biscuit Boy, raise your glass, make some noise. Gravy in the southern drawl. Stories thick like the cypress tall. Radio rebels riding wild and free, shouting truths like a storm at sea. Hey, hey, can you feel that beat? Boots on the floor, fire in the heat. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, talking live love and southern joy. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, raise your glass, make some